installation, either a monopole or a jacket, then the tower section, and the nacelle and the blades. And they're massive. They're huge pieces of equipment. And you'll see in some of these renderings, hopefully you'll be able to tell what we're talking about. This is the Haliad, which is what GE blade. The ones that we're talking about are not quite this large. This one's 853 feet. I believe the ones that we're looking at are in the 400 feet range. But you see, I mean, the Statue of Liberty is taller than all of those. And I mean, you think about 400 feet, the blade itself, one blade is longer than a football field, just one of them. It's just massive pieces of equipment. We toured, Ryan was with us in Rhode Island about 3 weeks ago to an area called Block Island to see some of their offshore wind. And it was very interesting, enjoyed being able to see it firsthand. This is a rendition that Nick commissioned Moffitt Nickel to undertake for our industrial canal facility. Currently, I'm gonna back up, it looks more like this, not as much equipment there right now other than the South Louisiana Rail Facility. This is what we anticipate it will look like. These renderings incorporate the LNG loading for Lake Charles LNG on the top side of this, on the left side of this slide. Toward the top, we have the South Louisiana Rail Facility loading bulk grain, and we also have 2 liquid loading vessels. One in this slide, it's kind of hard to tell, but it's on the top side, but in reality, it's more to the southeast side. And then on the south side, we have another liquid loading. And then on the left-hand side, or in the center, you see these tower sections. They would come in smaller sections, and we would sub-assemble them, and they would basically, at some point after construction, be close to 400 feet tall. They're massive pieces of equipment. They are 30 inches in diameter. No, I'm sorry, 30 feet. 30 feet in diameter. I mean, they get a little bit smaller as you go up, but I mean, imagine the base section of this is 30 feet in diameter and 400 feet tall. So that's one of the reasons why the cost for rehabbing that facility is going to be so high, $200 million, because the lifting capacity for the dock has to be about 5,000 to 6,000 PSF, and we don't really have any docks at today's date, and no one really does, unless they're doing wind energy, have docks that can handle that kind of capacity. Off to the right-hand side, you see the nacelles, the tower sections. We actually entered into a joint agreement with Shaw, who you can't see in this slide, but Shaw is just across the way in Big Lake, across the street in Big Lake Road. They actually have a 10-acre site under building. They're 10 acres under roof to construct modules. They're constructing modules today, not for the wind energy, but for other things. They're very interested in wind energy. So it really makes this area a perfect location, because we'll be able to locate a manufacturer, a Shaw, to fabricate these wind energy pieces. They can be then marshaled around to this port location, loaded onto vessels, and moved out to the Gulf for installation. Our goal is, and our hope is, that we're going to be able to accomplish this in the initial stages, and then in the long term, move toward a more operation and maintenance style facility where boats will be loading folks that are going to go out and work on these equipment and maintain them over time. So that's our goal for Southwest Louisiana. We're hoping it's going to come to fruition. This is just another slide that shows just a slightly different angle, just to give you an idea of the size of these pieces. And obviously, in the lower right-hand side, you're seeing a liquid loading vessel. Overall, these are planned projects on the ship channel, not just the port. So you see Venture Global, we anticipate CP2 will move forward. That's about a $10 billion project. Overall, about 47 billion in announced projects. And we feel pretty optimistic about several of these projects. Some of the projects that we're working on, we're actually today still doing a marsh creation project in the Sabine. We use dredge spoil from the ship channel and pump it to the marsh to do marsh creation. We're doing one in conjunction with BudMap, which is a beneficial use program. We've also done some in the past. We're working on offshore wind, and then we have shore power. We have installed a couple locations. Shore power essentially allows tugs to plug into the grid rather than running a generator power 24/7. It reduces the emissions, reduces their costs, and it's better for our customers, better for us. We're also, as we build the 4, 5, and 6 project back, we'll have the conduit available for some of the ships to be able to plug into the grid and do shore power.